no secrets anymore. My name.
Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube pipe community, Lewis coming at you. How are you? I'm almost home. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to be driving too long. I'm going to check the mail and go from there. But in the meantime, I really wanted to talk to you guys. I've been thinking, I spent a few minutes on my drive home thinking about what's coming up this week. And Friday, I'm getting my medical evaluation done for life insurance. And I don't know what you guys think about life insurance, if you have a policy, if you haven't, or what your situation is in that regard. I'm a big proponent of owning life insurance. But my thoughts are, I'm parked, don't worry, I'm looking at you, but yeah. My thoughts are that the tobacco clauses in life insurance policies are absolutely insane. People will be able to correct me on the things that I have to say regarding this situation, but when it comes down to it, my wife and I are the same age. I may be 10 pounds overweight, but I'm a relatively healthy person. My premium is 3 times that of my wife. Because I said I smoke a pipe once a week. You're not supposed to lie to these life insurance companies. But regardless, I want minimum to no nicotine in my system when I get this medical evaluation done. They're drawing blood, they're doing a urinalysis, whatever. But the fact that my premium is that much higher simply because I smoke a pipe from time to time, that's it. Now, there's not a ton of research on the harmful effects of pipe smoking, and the reason why is because ethics committees are not going to approve that research. You can't do a randomized controlled trial of smoking in general on the harmful effects of it. You can do diagnostic studies on past users and their effects, but you're not going to do a randomized controlled clinical trial on the effects of pipe smoking because of the potential or perceived potential of any harm that could incur. How some of these pharmaceutical manufacturers get away with controlled trials, I will never understand. A lot having to do with the use of the animals first and this and that. You can't do that with animals and pipe smoking. You just can't. It's an inhalant, right? So, being that there is minimal research on it, minimal evidence that it's harmful. Being the fact that snuff takers, for example, if you use snuff, there has not been a single reported case of cancer being due to snuff usage. Not a single one. There was one issue when a lady was harmed, and this is way back in the day. Some retard was sticking snuff in her ear. And I think she developed some sort of tumor that way. But never a single reported case of a mortality, and I don't think any morbidity associated with the use of moderate snuff. Now, pipe smoking can increase damage to soft tissues, but come on, it's not a cigarette, guys. There's not the same additives in a cigarette. Blah, blah, blah. I can go on and on and on about it. But the fact is, there's not enough evidence to support the morbidity that these companies are associating with pipe smoking. Now, I've also learned a few things. First off, Prudential is kind of a friend to the pipe smoker because they're more accepting of celebratory smoking once a week or less, essentially. Though ultimately, with whatever company you work with, it's up to the subjective views of the underwriter to see what your premium would be. So if you get hosed with an underwriter who is completely anti-tobacco, well, that could be a pretty big problem. Now, Cisco 76, I think you might know more about this than I do. I would love to learn more from you. But this kind of situation just drives me nuts. Now, another thing I learned is how to clear nicotine out of your system. Drinking lots of water, eating healthy, taking vitamin C. Vitamin C can help clear nicotine from your system, help you metabolize it a little bit faster. And of course, you can't smoke. You can't keep putting it in your system. Now, if you get a blood draw, usually it will be out of your system within a month. Your analysis, I'm not sure, but it can stay in your hair for a very, very long time. So if they do a hair exam, if they take a sample of your hair, that's, nicotine can be in there for quite a while. So keep that in mind. I'm glad this is happening on Friday. I'm glad to get it over with. Of course, I want no nicotine in my system, and so I haven't had a smoke in a month. Now, there have been a couple times where I've really wanted one, but not because I wanted the nicotine. I was just craving the taste, and I got over it fairly quick, and that was that. It's silly what these companies will do to increase their premiums. McDonald's is more dangerous than this for my health. So is alcohol. Alcohol is way more dangerous for my health, but they didn't ask if I go snow skiing. They didn't ask if I like a good bourbon on the weekends. No, they asked if I've ever used any tobacco products. Just a way for these companies to drive up premiums, dudes. Anyway, I will be joining you this weekend on a very nice smoke. I'm going to have to plan out something good because it's been a month. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, blessings and smoke rings. Ciao.